Hold on 1 second here. All right, I think we got a heck of a buffer going on here. I think that's the problem here. I look like a deer in headlights. I don't even think you guys can hear me. Do you guys have audio? Okay, good. All right, so I can't see myself. So let me let me take a look at something real quick because I can't see myself. I got this new streaming software we're trying to work. Clearly, I'm not going to use it for Monday because that would just be irresponsible, especially with all these gremlins, as Eric likes to call them. So anyway, I wanted to do it. Oh, use it for Monday because, there we go. We have audio, and we are way behind, way big time buffer. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do tonight. I just wanted to review. One, I wanted to learn how to use this new streaming software. And number two, I wanted to kind of go over the first couple of days of rookie minicamp here. There's been some good information coming out. I tried to record some videos already, and they're just not working out. And that's why I'm trying to switch the streaming platform, because I can't not make content and keep on struggling with it. So we're trying to make it, change for good and have it be better. So all the way around. All right, but let's get into some Lions rookie minicamp here. And one of the videos I did earlier today, I was talking about Giovani. And there was some stories coming out on day one that Giovani, completely stood out on day one. And that's an incredible story. I mean, from a rookie that's coming in, drafted, fairly late in the draft, and for him to already be considered a day one star, already making plays. There was a couple of things here by Tim Twentyman. He's like my go-to lately. He's got some good stuff coming out. And I'm trying to pull it up. Everything's going to be real slow. This is not an official show tonight. We're just trying to figure this out and talk at the same time. Like I can't even see my show. That's what I don't understand. There we go. Now I'm starting to see it. Okay. We're getting somewhere. All right. So look, Giovani, man, immediately stepped on the field and started to make some impactful plays. Obviously, there was a lot of mistakes. In day one yesterday, clearly Dan Campbell wasn't there. I'm sure that he's missed big time, but this is giving the rookies an opportunity to hang out with the other coaches as well. And it's also giving these coaches an opportunity, it's giving these coaches an opportunity to lead these guys in a different manner. Filling in for Dan Campbell, those are some pretty big shoes to fill. But Tim Twentyman went on to say yesterday that, Lions head coach, or this morning, Lions head coach Dan Campbell was not at minicamp Friday as he dealt with a personal matter. Assistant head coach and running backs coach Scotty Montgomery broke the team down after practice and helped run the show Friday along with other veteran coaches on the staff. There was a lot of first day mistakes, of course. I mean, that's expected. The first day of minicamp wasn't as crisp of an operation as they would have loved to have seen. It was day one. It's rookies. There were a lot of fumbled snaps, a couple fumbled handoffs, some drops, and a number of times that the offense had to re-huddle and rerun plays after false starts. Now, one of the things that I seen right away on Twitter and some other places is people were thinking that it was Goff. Goff's not even there. You know, this is rookie minicamp. I mean, Goff I'm sure would love to be there, but there's just no reason for him to be there, especially this early. But pretty normal stuff on day one. You know, you're going to expect these rookies to make mistakes. Got the yawns, man. It's been a long day. But they called Giovani the special weapon. Two things kind of stood out right away watching Giovani as a running back. First day on the job. One, he has terrific hands. Two, he's going to be a beast on special teams. And the Lions went through a special teams period, and Tim Twentyman counted 3 straight times that Vaki was on coverage team, getting to his man, or getting by his man and being the first person to the ball carrier. And Tim said now you can see why Brad Holmes called Vaki the best special teams player in the draft. I think that this kid has a lot in the tank and a lot, you know, we're going to see this year. We're just scratching the surface. I mean, it's only now day 2 into rookie minicamp, and we haven't, you know, learned everything about these guys. But then today, you know, you saw Terry and Arnold reach up and snag a ball. Pretty late throw. I wasn't real impressed with him running from behind on a tight end, but he closed nice, made a nice catch. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the yawn is bad. Not having a thyroid, man, some days it's terrible. I don't know what they cut in here, but I think it's triggered by something like a nerve that gets stimulated, and it just makes me want to yawn because I never used to yawn before, ever, until after they took the cancer out and cut me all up, and it's never been the same since. So there's a new look, obviously, on kickoffs. The kickoff formation, that's got to be really unique. You know, you're out there, it's mini camp, and, you know, you're on the field for the first day, and you're like, what in the world? You probably forgot about it, right? Like Tim and the rest of the guys probably forgot about the fact that the kickoff rule changed. So now you've got these guys kind of standing like mannequins, as he says, 5 yards apart, while the ball floats down the field and it is eventually caught by the receiving team. Then in an instant, all heck kind of breaks loose. They said that it's going to be fun and different, but it will take some getting used to the first time you get to see it. And then we talk about Giovani Manu. And I'll come to the chat here in just a minute. Give me 1 sec. Talking about Giovani Manu wearing number 59. Tim said as soon as he walked around the corner of the building to head back to the practice field, he could spot the rookie Giovani Manu right away. He's not hard to miss. I'm sorry. He's hard to miss. I swear if I yawn one more time. He's at least a head above everyone else along the offensive line. I mean, I get it that he's big, you know, 6'7", 6'8", but Frank Ragnew's like, what, 6'6", 6'5"? Taylor Decker's got to be 6'5", 6'6". Aiden Hutchinson's, what, 6'7", 6'6", somewhere? I mean, so we got some pretty tall guys out there, but he's just a massive man. And don't forget, Monday night, we're going to have his recruiter, former recruiter, offensive line. Here it comes again. Offensive line coach and former offensive coordinator on the podcast to talk about Giovani Manu. And I'll make darn sure, I'm not yawning, and 2, that we don't have these issues with the streaming service. I mean, so far it seems to be working fine. You know, you guys tell me, how does the video look? You know, does the video look fine? Is it, you know, all sketchy? Is there pauses? You know, is it delineated, pixelated? You know, any of that going on? I hope not. That's the whole reason why I'm trying to make this change. Ooh, looks like I got the chat over here too, so this is working. Chef Talks Lions. Oh, you got a soccer game about to start. That's cool. That's awesome, man. That old disease is starting to kick in. It was thyroid cancer, man. That's what kicked my butt, and I've never been the same since. The energy level, it's tough to get back when you're missing hormones and you're trying to replace the hormones. It's crazy. Never ever thought that I would have issues like that, but I would have left it in, taken my chances maybe. Well, maybe not. So crystal clear, that's good. Is it better than before? That's going to be the biggest question. Is it better than before? I'm hoping that it is. It better be. So Bucky's question here. How are we feeling about the roster today? I still like to see them at a boundary receiver. Hoping to see a chance at Burks or Hopkins out of Tennessee. Their wide receiver room is overloaded. Someone has to go. You know, Dante, I have not seen the Tigers City Connect jerseys. I have no idea what they look like. No way Dak is 6'8". Are you serious? There's no way. Mike P says video is great, much better than before. Well, that's good. All right. As long as we're all in agreement that there's Eric. Eric said that this is the best sounding and looking ever for the stream. So Eric, let me try to bring you in. Did you try the link? I don't know if you're at home or whatever, but let me see if I can add an extra person in here. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, but here we are. I'm a little smaller now. Yeah, J-Rod, man, it's cancer sucks, dude. One of my new shows that I'm going to start eventually is actually going to be a podcast called Cancer Sucks. And my whole idea about it is I just want to kind of do like a late night, kind of a late night podcast where, we have people on that have either had cancer or lost people from cancer and just want to talk, just want to hear people talk and hear about their stories. Yeah, I got allergies too. I actually just saw an allergist about 6 weeks ago. I'm allergic to dust mites and dogs, and I have 2 dogs, and everybody has dust. So, yippee for me at 44 years old. I don't know if Eric is going to try to pop on or not. Oh, I got a message. Here we go. See if we can make this work. All right. Can everybody, I'll be right back, but can everybody hear and see Eric? Talk to these people for a minute, Eric.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody can see me. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm trying to watch the screen on my phone and talk to you. I see Will's like on half the screen and he's not moving. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me at all? It should sound pretty darn good. I'm on the new SM7B. I'm on the microphone. I'm like Barry White, I heard earlier. I just got off the 313 podcast. Oh, man, I'm not seeing anybody say anything, so I must not be going through. Can you hear me, Will?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. I don't know if people in the chat hear me or not.
There's like a 10-second delay.
Okay. I don't know if the people can see me either because I'm watching the stream. And
Mike P says he can see you.
There I am. I'm on the screen now. It's working.
They said one said you sound a little muffled, but I didn't hear that yet. Lionized, man. It's incredible that you're still here, buddy. Glad you fought through it. That's tough. I escaped the radiation, so thankfully I don't need it. I actually go to Cleveland Clinic next week, so I will be gone for a few days and then down to Florida. So we'll see what they have to say. Hopefully nothing.
Man, it's going to be hot in Florida pretty soon.
Man, it was already hot down there. It was 90 some odd degrees the first 2 days I was there. It's all right, though.
I like 70. I'm a Uber.
So we'll have to dial your system in. We'll have to do that offline, but it sounds like we need to wind back the AFX and or the UFX.
Okay.
It must be a little too deep or something. But we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out another day. So anyway, let's talk about rookie minicamp. Eric, I don't know if you have had a chance to really dive into any of the stories that have been coming out, over the last couple of days. But Tim Twentyman obviously said Vaki impressed big time at the first rookie minicamp. Tyrion Arnold and Rake-straw, just a complete couple of clowns. Like these guys are just big time clowns having fun. It's almost like they always knew each other just by the way that they're interacting. I listened to Sion Vaki's media availability today, and actually I did a video, but I never released it because stream stuff sucks. So anyway, I listened to him, and everything that I heard out of Vaki was details. I need to learn my details. I need to do my job. I'm just here to learn. They asked him questions about, what was it like playing on this, style of offense and in Ben Johnson's offense. And the kid was just super excited, but he always went back to, I just have a lot to learn. I'm here to learn. I'm here to see what I can do. And he said something that I've never heard before. He said, I am where I stand. And from there, what did he say? From there, I'll rise up or something like that. So what he was kind of saying is, he's going to learn where he stands and get better from where he stands, which was an interesting way to say it. I thought it was interesting how he said that, but at the end of the day, he just wants to get better. He wants to learn. He wants to have fun, and he's having fun. I mean, the guy was smiles ear to ear, and he obviously, had a really good first day. So, I don't know what you caught, but if you want to share anything on Vaki or anything you heard over the last couple of days.
I didn't hear anything about Vaki. Everything I heard was about Tyrion Arnold catching his first interception today. And I watched the interview with Tyrion Arnold, and he's talking away and he sees Rake-straw and he grabs him and he brings him into the interview as well. So I thought it was really cool that he's treating him like his brother already. And it's not all about Arnold. It's about being a good teammate. And here, ask my partner in crime a question. And then it was pretty cool because then Rake-straw was like, hey, Tyrion, before you're done, I want to ask you a couple of questions. What's the first thing you want to do in Detroit now that you're here? And he was like, I wanted to go to practice. That was the first thing I wanted to do in Detroit. So it was pretty cool. They were hamming it up. And dude, if they're a solid 1-2 punch, one of them's a Pro Bowler and one of them's almost a Pro Bowler, or both of them are in future years.
Oh, I think his stream just froze. Don't know what happened there. Oh, now you're back. You're back. To shout out Better the Hunt. Randy, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you again, by the way, for the Matthew Stafford bobblehead. I don't know if you were ever in the show where I opened it up live. I waited forever, and I don't know if you were ever in it, but I showed everybody the bobblehead you bought me, and that was cool, man. Really cool. I appreciate the gift, and adding it to the collection was perfect. So you mentioned Kenalog shot. The craziest thing is I'm on a bunch of steroids already, man, all the time, every day, for adrenal disease or whatever they call adrenal insufficiency. So it's like I've been on steroids forever and it never helps. I've been on every allergy medication. It doesn't help. But now that I know what I'm allergic to, that helps. That helps me to do things a little bit differently. Consolation prizes, John Doe. So we've had nothing but issues with Fanatics. It's all cleared up now. So if you have not received it, you just got to let me know, especially if you were a gift card recipient. And then, of course, FedEx got wiped out in the tornado. I still don't know if anything's reached anybody. I didn't grab any. I'm a dumbass. I didn't take any tracking numbers down when I mailed everything. I just dropped it off. So you just have to let me know. If you don't see something, I'll just get everybody another gift card or something to be done with it. I'll order it through Amazon this time. At least I know that works. What else we got going on? So you were talking about Terrian Arnold and Rake-straw. So
Yeah.
Tim Twentyman talks about the second round pick, Ennis Rake-straw, who addressed the media after the first rookie camp practice on Friday. And after a few questions from reporters, a voice to the right, slightly behind Rake-straw, kind of chimed in. I've got a question, they said. How do you think your first day of practice went? Rake-straw looked over and saw it was his fellow rookie, Terrian Arnold. And Rake-straw smiled like a seasoned vet. He didn't miss a beat. And he said, I got the blood going a little bit. I got to go out there with Terrian. You got to meet him. He's really a clown type of player. So, these guys are going to be fun to watch. I'm super excited. I'm even more excited that, Brad Holmes brought some high character guys into this locker room and guys that are going to be around for the next 4 to 5 seasons, maybe longer. And you can see that bond initially happen. And when that happens, special things come after it. I just hope that they both stay healthy, and that they both put the work in to be the players that they want to be. I don't think that there's any question about their character and their want and their will to succeed. We'll see it all unfold this year. So then a few minutes later, it was Arnold's time to speak to the reporters, and Rake-straw kind of repaid the favor and crashed Arnold's presser with his own questions. Arnold eventually grabbed Rake-straw, pulled him in, like you were saying, behind the microphone and said, bring my brother in. They drafted both of us. And us. We're going to be here a long time. Tim Twentyman says it's easy to see the chemistry these two young cornerbacks have built already. The Lions are hoping that goes a long way in them someday, joining second-year nickel cornerback Brian Branch as the future at the position in Detroit. So I'm super excited about these guys and to hear, Giovani Manu in what he had to say. That was just a whole nother, icing on the cake moment for me. Did you hear what Manu said about Aiden Hutchinson?
I didn't hear that, but I heard what he said about the ride to the practice facility. He sat on the very back of the bus by himself because he cried on the way there. He couldn't believe he was going to his first NFL OTA.
I didn't hear that.
Super humble kid, man. He is just over the moon about this whole draft thing.
Well, the part that I heard is he was asked about obviously his first camp and what it was like and, going up against, this, first of all, practicing with this type of offensive line, and second, going up against this caliber of defensive players. And the question about Aiden Hutchinson was similar to, what do you think about going up against players like that? And he said, in a nutshell, I'm going to paraphrase here, that he welcomes it, that's what he's looking for, that he's not here to go up against the small guys. He wants the best of the best. He wants to come and test his mettle against everyone else's. And man, that spoke volumes to me of this kid's character and what he's looking to do. And I'm excited to hear Monday night. What are we going to hear about this guy? I have no clue. I'll be sending off the link and everything tonight with some questions. And I'm excited to see what we're going to hear, or I'm excited to hear what we're going to hear about Giovani Manu from somebody that had such a close relationship with him. I have a feeling that we're going to find out that this guy is going to be somebody very soon in the NFL, and he'll be a household name right along with the Penei Sewell and everybody else. Let me pull up Giovani Manu's exact quote. Well, I'm super excited that this stream is actually working.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really excited for right now. And I just need to figure out all the rest of it, like how to pull in screens. Here, let's do a test. Let's see if I can pull in a screen.
Pull in the screen of that quote.
Let me see if I can pull it in. So I got two person with, I got to move this thing over. Let's see if this, I didn't mean to do that. And we're gone.
Oh, hey, yeah, that was you're playing the video, like the in between video thing.
Yeah. Well, no, the transition's supposed to be there, but here I've got to try to work this thing out. You can still see me on the screen, right?
Oh yeah, we're back and we're laughing and shit. Yeah. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear.
Oh, dude, it's all good. Just no F-bombs.
It's still live. It's still live.
I try not to swear a lot, but
yeah. Oh, I try to never do it on when I'm on live.
All right, so give me just a second here. If there's anything you want to add while I'm doing this, I'm going to try to grab a window capture and see if I can make it work.
Yeah, it's fun to have so much optimism and hear all these good stories coming out of OTAs for these young guys. It's their first time ever in an NFL style camp, and they're all meeting each other. This is all new to all of them. You know, I'm kind of interested to hear about that Betts kid. I'd love to hear what he did the first couple days. I didn't hear anything about that, and some of the other players that are there. You know, who threw that interception to Arnold? I didn't hear that either. I just saw the little video clip of him catching the interception.
Well, we know it wasn't Jared Goff, and that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Because all the other guys that are there are, you know, third stringers, fourth stringers, potentially no stringers. So it is what it is. All right, I'm almost done. I think I'm figuring this thing out. I think I might be able to do it. Just takes a few minutes. I just got to reorganize a few. I thought I had it built out, but I had it built out for just myself. I didn't have it for two people. Yep. And this is, look, guys, this is literally just a test. So, you know, this stream's kind of terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I made some videos today and I just kept saying, this is a test of the audio broadcast system. This is a warning. This is just a test.
It's, you know, it's funny, not funny, but that stuff used to work when we were kids, and it was not working the other day when these tornadoes were happening.
Yeah. Oh God. I remember that every couple of weeks it'd come on cable.
Friday at noon.
Beep, beep. Yeah. Same thing every time.
All right. Let me see if I can get this to share here. Transition. All right, and we're back. So, let me get rid of that. Uh-oh. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Make that bigger. What happened? Where'd it go?
I see it on the stream, but not on my screen.
Yeah, on my screen, I see the YouTube one.
Yeah, because I got YouTube up on here.
Come on. Well, let's try it again. Nope. Still not there. Can you guys see the quote here? You can see it, Eric.
Let's see.
Nope. They see the black screen too. I'm looking at it on YouTube.
Yeah, I see make it bigger to look, but let me get the chat out of the way.
I just deleted it.
Yeah.
One more try here.
Your YouTube stuff.
So there's browser source. I tried that one and it did not work that well for me. So a lot of stuff I'm just going to have to add as images, but shout out to Better the Hunt with the $10 super chat. Says, I wore the Sanders jersey to my granddaughter's soccer game. So the Packers fan was trying to get me going. Nothing worse than a Packer fan. Did you ask them about their new unis, Randy?
Yeah.
What did they say about their new unis? Oh, that's right. They don't have any.
Yeah, they never change them.
I think they will soon. They'll be up next at some point.
It'll be all yellow and be, oh, God. all yellow with green.
All right, there we go. I just got the Google page up. I didn't even open the sports. Hey, it worked. Look at that. We're getting places. Small victories today. Small victories.
Hey.
All right, what they're saying, Manu would feel great facing Hutchinson. So let's say Aiden Hutchinson and Manu face off right now. Obviously, Aiden's probably going to best him. But Manu is a big dude. And in the type of life that he's been through, which we'll hear more about Monday night, and everything that this kid exudes, I have no qualms about thinking that this guy's going to be somebody here in a couple seasons. He might be one that bends that trajectory just a little bit quicker than others. We'll see. I mean, he's in the best position possible. One, he's working under Hank Fraley. Two, he's between Penei Sewell and Frank Ragnow, and he's got Zeitler in front of him. How much better can it get? This kid's in a perfect situation. So on first impressions of Lions practice and adjusting to the NFL level, Manu had this to say. He said, football, always been football. Happy to be out here, man. It's everything I thought it would be. Just learning from Coach Townsend and AG, man. I'm happy to be here, man. They're going to develop me into the man I want to become and also the player that everybody wants me to become. So I'm happy to be here. His goals upon reaching Detroit. He said, first thing I wanted to do was this, come to practice. That's out of the way. Next thing I want to do is catch a pick six in the stadium. Wait, who are we talking about here? This is Terry and Arnold. I'm sorry. I'm like, that's not Manu. Manu's not catching no pick sixes. Not yet anyway.
At least we hope not.
Where's this thing at? Where'd it go?
Switching the defense.
Hold on. Where did it go? There it is. Gio Manu. All right. On his introduction to the NFL, this is a different story. Yeah, it was extremely fun. It's everything I expected. Coaches hold us all to a high expectation, and the standard's really high. I expect no less from a great organization like this after a great season that they just had. The expectation is to get back to that game that they ended in last year and hopefully go on beyond that. So the coaches were on us, and I expected that. There's no other organization that I would want to play for that doesn't have a high expectation like that. So I'm extremely happy to be out here. A lot of work to still do, and yeah, I'm happy to keep going. On the increase in competition that he'll face at the NFL level, Manu had this to say. He said, that's great. Those are the guys I would want to face, right? I told the GM when I came here for the draft experience, they asked me, if you were to go up against Aiden Hutchinson, how would you feel? His answer, I feel great. Those are the guys I want to go up against. That's the reason why I want to be in this league, because I want to go up against the best. There's no other reason why I would want to be here other. I want to go up against the best and set myself up with those expectations. Man, that's a mouthful, and that's again, super high character guy. What is your initial reaction to that?
I love it. Listen, this kid is so humble, and he's hungry. He's ready to get at it. I can't wait to see what he can do. Now, do I think he's going to be a year one starter? No. It's going to take some time. He needs some seasoning. He's, bland, but he's this piece of clay that can be molded any way we want.
Yeah, so Craig Hogue, Manu's starting at right guard right now. He's going to get, moved around to tackle. He'll be a tackle at some point, but from what we understand, and what, the coaches had said, his initial position was supposed to be is right guard. That's where he was supposed to start this year and start learning behind Zeitler.
Today they had him at tackle.
Yep. Each day he's going to get a little bit of something different, but his number one goal is going to be learning the right guard position.
Okay.
Christian Mahogany, he said on if his keg stand touchdown will be utilized in the NFL. He said, I hope so. If I'm able to score a touchdown in the NFL, that would be great. I'll take whatever comes with it. I've got to talk to the guys maybe when I get that role. So that would be huge. That's kind of funny, right? The keg stand touchdown. Mekhi Wingo also said, what can he learn from veterans? He said, I'm looking very forward to it. I'm just a guy that I want to soak all soak in all the knowledge they can give me. I'm not a guy that's going to come in, think I know everything. I'm starting at the bottom, so anything that they can teach me, I'm going to take it, run with it, and try to add my own flair to it as well. That's definitely the proper attitude to have. And I mean, I can't imagine that, some of these guys are just stepping up to a mic and answering questions, that's the boilerplate answer all the time. Some of these guys are pretty real and raw with their emotions and their feelings, and they're going to tell you straight up, how it is. But I wouldn't expect that a rookie would come in and say anything different either. But Mackay Wingo, again, I mean, with those types of answers, a lot of the stuff is off the cuff. I mean, you just got done getting the crap kicked out of you all practice long, and here you are answering questions with guys that you don't even know. And you're going to give the answer that comes to mind, and then that's the answer that he gave, and that's the right approach to have. He's got the opportunity to do something special too. I don't really care where you took him. I mean, I think that Brad Holmes has proven that already. It doesn't matter if you're a first rounder, a fourth rounder, or a sixth or seventh rounder. If Brad Holmes finds you, there's a reason for it. And there's always that potential that you could be somebody, that is better than what, the other analysts are thinking or saying, or what the other coaches are thinking and saying. I think that there's a much bigger opportunity for these guys on this team than there would be on just about any other team. It's the right situation for these guys. All right, let's see who we got in the chat today. So we got Liam Gaddy. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Ornery U of M dad. There will be a bunch of, oh my God, Randy. What? I must be missing something inside the chat. J-Rod says, watching the media sessions, Wingo has that chip we like. That's great. That's awesome. Better the Hunt. Can you imagine if Manu pulls and comes around the corner? I feel sorry for the linebacker. Now that's where I see that there will be a bunch of, oh my God, Randy. I see it now. John Doe says Manu had a presser today and said that they told him at his visit that they plan was guard, but since he's been drafted, it's solely been tackle. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard where he's not going to play guard. Where was this at? This was on the Manu press conference today. Let's see here. Giovani Manu. Was it press media availability? Was it for the Lions?
Yeah, it was a video where he was standing there talking by himself. Yeah. And he said that he's been playing tackle so far. I'm sure that'll change.
No, it will. It will change. This is just rookie camp, so you don't have Decker there. You don't have all the players there. You know what I'm saying? He's got
Rake-straw at nickel. So
yeah, he's gonna play wherever they fit him. It's just rookie camp. So as soon as everybody's in, he'll be at guard. I guarantee it. I'm willing to bet whatever you want on it. He'll be at guard. He's gonna learn everything, but he'll be at guard. You got a light camp. I mean, what is there, 29 guys in rookie mini camp, something like that?
I have no clue.
I think we got 29 guys there, or, including the guys that were added for, looksies. And
yeah,
there was something I was looking for here. It was Matthieu Betts. That's right. The Detroit Lions hoping Matthieu Betts records 18 sacks like the CFL. What? Is this not a Sports Illustrated? Hold on, here's John Macaroon. Let's see what dear old John has to say. So the Detroit Lions are hoping Matthieu Betts is able to build upon the success he experienced playing in the CFL. Playing for the BC Lions, Betts, who spent some time with the Chicago Bears in 2019, secured 18 sacks and earned the 2023 Most Outstanding Defensive Player Award. Multiple NFL teams were reportedly interested in his services, but the 29-year-old's comfort level with the Lions organization made it an easy decision regarding his football future. Quote from him, the way they talked about the team, the way they were doing things reminded me a lot of Last year in the CFL with BC, with the Lions, I felt they were doing the right things here, and I wanted to be part of it, said Betts via the Detroit News. Last season, Detroit's defensive line was not able to sack the quarterback at the level needed to rank in the top half of the league. While pressures came from Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, and a group of role players, Detroit's front office is hoping the offseason additions in free agency and in the draft boost the pass rush statistics this upcoming season. Who's this? Ray Agnew says the best thing about him when you watch him on tape, and it is what it is. It's the CFL. The guy wins. The guy gets to the quarterback. It's going to be exciting to see when he starts going against NFL guys, to see how he plays. This is what Assistant General Manager Ray Agnew told reporters prior to the start of rookie minicamp, that's the only chance you'll have to judge him as a player. I hope he gets 18 sacks like he did in the CFL. That would be absolutely asinine if he came to the NFL and got 18 sacks. I don't see that being a possibility, but anything's possible, right? I mean, anything is possible. I just don't see it happening. I would say that if he got north of 10, I still think that would be crazy if he got north of 10. I'm hoping that he can get, 6 to 9, somewhere in that range as a rotational player. I don't see him being the starter just yet, but I haven't even seen the guy play yet. So we'll see where it goes. What do you think about Betts and, this article I just read?
Yeah, I want to see what he's all about. I think it's way, way, way too early. I just like to see what he's doing even in this mini camp. What's he going to do in OTAs? What's he going to do in training camp? I am fascinated to see what this kid can do. After watching the videos that you did on him from playing in the Canadian League, is that going to transfer over here? And the whole lining up 1.5 yards or whatever away from the line of scrimmage, that was the weirdest thing ever to watch.
All right, so I'm going to wind it back. We're going to go to Arnold and Rake-straw here. Now that I'm finally figuring out how to use this thing. Oh, that kind of blanks us all out. That didn't quite work.
How do you feel to be out there today?
It felt great. I finally found my home. I'm happy to be a Lion. It was good to be out there.
In the stream, and what we see here is very different than
number 15. It was the best available. It was number 15.
Like,
number
I don't see any chat.
33 or whatever. I chose 15. The number don't make the player make the number. So I got a job to do.
What were you saying?
I don't see a chat on this version. You know what I mean? Only if I'm watching it on my phone.
Yeah, you'd have to pull it up on.
Okay.
And then maybe you can do it through Streamlabs another way with your account, if we can ever figure out how that's supposed to work.
Yeah.
But I think for right now, you're gonna have to watch it on your. You gotta have a second device open.
Yep. 2 weeks ago, you were celebrating your entry to the NFL. In a few days, you get a chance to celebrate with your mom. Speak to me to what Mother's Day means to you and how she's inspired you even in this way.
Mother's Day is the most important day. Father's Day, and it's a stretch. It really don't matter. But Mother's Day, she had you. She nurtured me. My mom had me 3 days before being 16, so we had a real strong bond. A lot of people tell us we wouldn't be here today, and I'm here all thanks to her, 100% her, not me.
I got a question.
What up with it?
What up
I
with
didn't
it?
your first day of practice.
Got the blood going a little bit. Got to be out there, with Terry Young. Y'all go meet him. He's really a clown type of player, but he works extremely hard. But we were just happy to be out there with those guys. Everybody running full speed. We made mistakes today, but we're gonna get better. It's day one.
On this side, I can't see the video that you just played. I see it on my screen.
I can't hear you over this. What were you saying?
So on the computer, I don't see the video that you played, only on the YouTube feed on my phone.
Yeah, and on the computer, did you see the things that I was reading, the websites?
Nope.
Yeah, so you'll have to have a second device open. You'll just have to open a new window, pull up the stream, and watch it, from a different window, or add another, desktop monitor that you can, have a second view. I have like 4 monitors, so I'm kind of overloaded on monitors. I'm gonna keep listening to this guy. He's funny.
To get to throw in the jersey and come out here and actually experience the real deal.
The emotions was kind of still, to me, mind blowing. I still don't even feel like I got drafted. I just take it day by day. I feel like a regular person, but when you put on a uniform and I'm actually a Lion, that's when you finally feel it and embrace the moment. And now I just got to get to work.
I got another question.
What up with it?
Did you really sleep in your hat?
Yes, sir. What up, though?
We'll start carrying on with you.
I'm good.
What do you expect that cornerback competition to be like right now? Because they went in free agency, got some guys, they drafted you and Terry on both. What do you expect it to be like starting now?
You got to compete, no matter what. You want to go to a job where everybody's competing, because that's how you know everybody trying to strive for the same goal and win the Super Bowl. So competition is what you want, because on Sundays you'll get competition on the other side of the field as well.
You come out of the practice. What part of that came from your mom? And I mean, when you go to take that field on Saturdays in college and on Sundays, what part of her personality comes out on the field?
Not scared to fail. My mom had me young, so there was a lot of things that financially we couldn't do or of that aspect of it, but she just kept pushing no matter what. So that's how I play the game. You may make mistakes in the game, I'm going to keep pushing no matter what. I'm going to get better every single play.
What was going through your head when you woke up this morning? Butterflies?
I'm a Lion. That's the broadest. Like, I went from high school, I was a Panther. In Missouri, I was a Tiger, and now I'm a Lion, the king of the jungle.
Hey, real quick, John Doe, you're still in, right? There you are. You did have a consolation prize, right? I got Chad Donovan, Jared Scoff, Matt Wong, Roger Chappis, Jared, Netstorm, Travis, Vincent. You did have one, did you not? Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm checking my emails too real quick just to make sure I don't forget something here. It is quite possible. Do me a favor and send me another email, John, if you would. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to play a little bit of Rake-straw's interview, just so you guys get a taste of, if you haven't seen it, just kind of who this kid is, what he's all about. I don't feel right calling other guys kids, but I mean, I'm 44. These guys are like 21. To me, they're a kid. I mean, they could be my kid, but I feel, I don't know. I feel less mature than they are because they're professional athletes, I'm really excited to see these guys mature together, grow together. I think that what we're witnessing here is a product of Brad Holmes' culture. And let me switch screens here. So I think it's just a big time product of Brad Holmes' culture, Dan Holmes' culture, everything that they've been building together and for the Detroit Lions it's really starting to show. They're bringing in guys that, I mean, they hit the ground running day one. And it's like they're already best friends, You don't see that very often. You don't see that type of camaraderie day one, like they've known each other forever. And I think that's only going to help this team, throughout the season. One, they're going to have to temper their expectations a little bit, but I feel like they're going to give each other that best class, or best opportunity to test their mettle against each other and kind of keep each other going. You got two guys, coming in the same year that want to achieve the same thing, and they have to beat out the vets on the squad already. They're going to be there to raise each other up day in, day out, and hold each other accountable day in and day out. And that's huge for me. And I think that's why Brad Holmes addressed, the doubling up of the defensive end position. A lot of people wanted him to double it up, get Aiden's pair. And he talked about it last year. Goodness, when was it? It was probably mid-season almost. There was a conference with Brad Holmes where, a lot of people were saying, at what point are you going to settle the other side of the defense? And, how come in the draft you don't double up? You grab 2 DTs, you grab 2 cornerbacks, you grab, you know what I mean? 2 wide receivers and make sure that if you do need that position or if you need 2 of them, that you grab them both at the same time. And he never felt that, according to Brad Holmes anyway, that's just not how he does business. He's going to grab what, Eric? The best player available that's on his board.
Yep, exactly.
And it just so happened it was 2 corners in a row and then a safety, a couple of picks later. So this year we got to see him double up, but it's not the norm for Brad Holmes. That's just how it worked out, basing what we've witnessed off of what he's told us over the last 4 drafts. So anyway, John, if you could send me that email so I can just double check that you got it. Okay. So yeah, I have you in there as Jared. All right. I was looking for John Doe for some reason. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't. Hold on. Jared Thomas Kairos. Yes, I do have you in there, but I have you in there. Okay. All right, so what's up next? So tomorrow concludes rookie minicamp, and then we're going to have OTAs following up here pretty soon. I'm going to try to get some videos out now that, this system seems to be working. I'm going to try to get some videos out, over the next couple of days. But my main focus right now is I just bought 40 trees and shrubs and had 12 yards of dirt delivered today. So that's focus number 1 tomorrow. The bigger focus is on Monday night. So Monday night, the Monday night podcast is going to include, again, for the 4th time today, Giovani, Manu's former recruiter and offensive line coach, offensive coordinator. We're going to get the inside scoop on Giovani, Manu, and then we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what I'm hoping he's going to give us anyway, is more of an inside look at players like Matthieu Betts and anybody else that's coming up through the college or the Canadian Football League that maybe we should pay attention to. And maybe, kind of get an early insider's look at players that may already be on Brad Holmes' radar. We don't know. So anyway, tonight, just a quick pop-up podcast. And I just wanted to test tonight. I think that this is going to work. I think everyone says the video quality is great. Audio quality is great. That's a bonus. The biggest thing is learning how to use it and being able to do all the same things that I was doing before. But this should make it easier and better once I do, get the hang of it. Anything you want to send off everyone tonight? Obviously, I'm going to close this down here in about 3 minutes.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate your help because this was a test of the American broadcast system. And we'll get my mic sounding good. We'll get it exactly like Will's. And then we'll both sound like we're on a radio station. Good to go. Yeah. And as you can see behind me, I'm working on stuff, making stuff different, making stuff better. And always trying to make it better.
Always getting better. AGB. Always getting better. So yeah. As far as the mic goes, I think you just have Luke, mine's not perfect, but it's about as perfect as I think I can make it.
Yeah, yours sounds amazing. Mine sounds great in my headphones, but
yeah, mine sounds way better in my headphones than when I listen back to it. On my phone or something. It always sounds better on the phone, but so anyway, I think it's just your Aphex, or your condenser that's kind of pulling it down a little bit, but we'll figure it out.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for indulging me tonight on doing a little bit of a test and still throwing a little bit of Lion stuff your way. I'm trying to level up. I've got a big undertaking here with a new studio. By July 1st, it should be finished. I want to be ready for training camp. I want to be ready for the rest of the season. I don't want any projects after July 1st. I just want to be able to go and be able to travel and be able to go do what we need to do for the Lions. And everything else involving the NFL and scouting. Scouting's going to be fun this summer, this fall. I'll be all over the place locally here in Michigan. So anyway, we'll see you guys on Monday night for sure. Maybe I'll do another pop-up podcast tomorrow if I get a chance. If I do, I'll definitely let you guys know. And then 5 days a week next week on the Rise and Grind morning show starting on Monday morning. And then Monday night podcast. And then the following week, I'll be off for a few days as I'm down at Cleveland Clinic and then Florida. So we'll see you guys Monday night. If something pops up, turn those notifications on right now so you find out if we're live. You never know when we might get a surprise guest. Sometimes they pop up and say, hey, I've got 30 minutes right now, and it happens. But we'd like to go live. We don't like to record. So we'll catch you guys Monday night for sure. I don't know how to end this stream, so I guess goodbye. I don't have a clue.